real reason why aliens won't attack humanity is because the system is full of overwhelmingly powerful ancient defense systems and weaponry. As the hegemony's invasion fleet dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of Sol system, reality itself seemed to whisper a single word:
forbidden.
His instruments showed a backwater system with primitive apes who had barely learned to split atoms, but the universe was screaming that they were about to make the greatest mistake in galactic history.
Sir,
his sensor officer reported,
I'm detecting anomalies throughout the system.
Explain. The display shifted, revealing structures that defied explanation. Massive geometric forms drifted in the asteroid belt, their surfaces covered in patterns that hurt to look at directly. Near Jupiter, something that might have been a space station, if stations were built from crystallized time itself, pulsed with energies that made their instruments scream. Those weren't in our initial scans, Thaxel muttered.
Sir, they're not showing up on our scans now. The display is interpreting something our sensors can't actually detect.
A chill ran through the bridge crew. The hegemony had conquered 47 star systems. They'd never encountered anything like this.
Perhaps they're human constructs,
the tactical officer suggested.
More advanced than we thought.
Impossible. Our intelligence is flawless. Humans are barely space-capable. As if responding to his words, the nearest anomaly, a twisted spire of what looked like crystallized starlight, began to move. Not toward them, but around them, as if examining the fleet from angles that existed in dimensions they couldn't perceive.
Commander?
Communications reported, voice tight with fear.
We're receiving a transmission. It's not from the humans.
The main display flickered, showing what might have been a face if faces could be made of folded space and ancient light. When it spoke, the words bypassed their translators and appeared directly in their minds.
Why do you approach the protected ones?
Thaxel straightened, drawing on his military training. We are the hegemony. We claim this system by right of conquest.
You claim nothing here.
The voice carried the weight of eons.
This system is under our protection. The young ones within are not to be disturbed.
Young ones. The humans are a primitive species. They barely warrant protection. Something that might have been laughter echoed through their minds.
Primitive? Commander, do you know what humans are?
The display shifted, showing Earth as it had been millions of years ago, a world of fire and chaos, bombarded by asteroids and torn by volcanic upheaval. Then the view pulled back, revealing the solar system as it had been, a violent, unstable collection of debris and gas.
We found them here,
the voice continued.
Not the humans, their potential. Locked in the genetic code of primitive mammals, we saw what they could become. What they would become, given time.
The images changed, showing the slow transformation of the solar system. Asteroids nudged into stable orbits. Jupiter's radiation belts carefully adjusted, Mars's atmosphere subtly modified. The work of millions of years, all designed to create perfect conditions for one species to evolve. You created them, Thaxel whispered.
We guided their development, ensured their survival, protected them from the countless threats that would have destroyed them before they could reach their potential.
The entity's attention turned to the human homeworld.
Do you see that blue-green planet? It has been struck by extinction-level events 17 times. Each time we intervened. Each time we preserved the path that led to them.
Thaxel's tactical officer was running frantic calculations.
Sir, these defense systems, they're not just protecting the humans. They're protecting the entire system. The orbital mechanics, the solar radiation, the asteroid trajectories, everything is being actively maintained.
But why? Thaxel demanded. What makes humans so special? The entity's form shifted, becoming something almost comprehensible.
Because, Commander, They are our children, not by blood, but by choice. We have waited 4 billion years for them to take their first steps into the galaxy. We will not allow anyone to harm them.
The fleet's sensors suddenly detected movement throughout the system. The anomalies were revealing themselves, not as structures, but as ships. Vessels that had been waiting in dimensions parallel to normal space. Their technology so advanced that they existed as possibilities rather than actualities. "This is impossible," Thaxel breathed. "Who are you?"
We are the progenitors. We are the first. We seeded the galaxy with life, then withdrew to watch it grow. Most species we guided to a certain point, then let them find their own way. But humans...
The entity's voice carried infinite affection.
Humans we chose to shepherd personally.
The display showed Earth again, but now Thaxel could see them, subtle interventions throughout human history. Disasters averted, extinctions prevented. Evolution guided not through genetic manipulation, but through environmental adjustment.
Every ice age carefully timed, every asteroid diverted, every supervolcanic eruption contained, all to ensure that one day a species would emerge capable of inheriting what we built.
But they're still primitive, Thaxel protested. They haven't even mastered their own planet.
They have mastered something far more important.
The entity's form began to fade.
They have mastered compassion. They have learned to dream of stars not for conquest, but for exploration. They create art that moves the soul and stories that inspire hope. They are everything we hoped they would become.
The progenitor ships were fully manifest now, their mere presence warping space-time around them. Thaxel realized with growing horror that his entire fleet wouldn't last seconds against even one of these impossible vessels.
Leave,
the entity commanded.
Tell your hegemony that Sol system is forbidden. Tell them that humanity is protected by powers they cannot comprehend.
And if we refuse?
Then you will discover why, in 4 billion years of galactic history, no species has ever successfully attacked a progenitor-protected world.
Thaxel was about to order the retreat when his communications officer screamed.
Sir, I'm detecting human ships approaching from Earth. They're transmitting.
The display showed primitive human vessels, crude chemical rockets compared to hegemony technology, but they were heading directly for the alien fleet, broadcasting on all frequencies. "Unknown vessels," came a human voice. "This is Admiral Kevin of the United Earth Defense Force. We see you've met our friends. If you're here peacefully, you're welcome to establish contact through proper diplomatic channels. If you're here with hostile intent..." The human admiral's voice carried a note of absolute confidence that chilled Thaxel's blood. "Well, let's just say we've learned a lot about defense from very good teachers." As the human ships approached, Thaxel realized with dawning horror that they weren't alone. Shadow shapes moved alongside them, progenitor vessels in escort formation, their ancient weapons powered up and ready. Humanity wasn't just protected by the galaxy's oldest civilization, they were being trained by them.